Hold up, son. Word.
Oh hey, welcome to another episode of Movie Feuds, the show that lets you decide some of the biggest debates in movie history. Today, Adam and I are taking on one of my favorite rap all-star movies, 8 Mile.
Because there's a lot of other ones. 8 Mile follows the riveting tale of Rabbit, no pun intended. And it's played by Eminem / Slim Shady / Marshall Mathers. Like, do you really need to make another alter ego at
It's
this point?
loosely based on a character that Eminem was when we grew up.
Does it say at the beginning of the movie based on a true story?
No, it's
Okay,
just
so this is just a standalone movie that ends
everybody
terribly.
knows that he's from Detroit and he's from, the 8 Mile area. And
Then why do we have to spend 2 hours like drilling that into our heads? Like, this is the whole movie. It's Eminem on a bus, Eminem in a car, Eminem in someone's house sitting around talking almost the entire movie.
I've never been to Detroit. I enjoyed the build-up. I liked it.
That's what they do in Detroit? They just sit in cars and buses? You can do that here in Minnesota.
Well, I'm just saying, I like the build-up. I thought they did a good job building to the story. And the entire time you see this distressed guy, he loses his job, he needs to find a new job, he lost his girlfriend, and his girlfriend thinks she's pregnant.
How long
all
was
that
he
kind of
with
stuff.
her? What's the span of this time
You know
frame?
what?
Like
It's not
2
for me to
weeks,
analyze.
a month? Like, he falls in love with a hooker. He has sex with her, I think the second time they meet, and then the next day or that night she has sex with someone else. Like, this was a huge crushing blow for his self-esteem. Wow.
I don't know how long he was with her, Adam. All I know is that the entire movie builds up, gives us a good background of what it's like in Detroit, urban areas, growing up to be, around a lot of urban hip-hop music, and it's a story of how Eminem becomes who he is today.
But he's not Eminem, he's Rabbit.
Hey,
What does
he's
Rabbit
Marshall
become?
Mathers, he's
What does
Rabbit.
Rabbit become? Nothing.
Well, let's start with the cast. First, you have Eminem, who I think plays himself very well.
Superbly. You're doing a great job too, playing you right now.
Actually, I'm playing him.
Oh, okay, alright.
Well, then you've got Brittany Murphy, who just a great, let's have a little moment of silence for her.
Well, it's not. I play Carrot today, by the way. That's my name. I'm Carrot.
Kim Basinger, who plays his mom, a really broken down woman, in and out of relationships. She's dating this guy who's kind of a loser, also looks like John Mayer. Don't
Why
know
is
what
Kim
his name is.
Basinger in this movie? Does
'Cause
she
it's
owe
related.
Eminem money? Like, is he putting threats against her?
No, but you know what? He does talk about how, he's growing up in this really like trailer park trash thing, and she doesn't have any money, and that's the kind of theatrical scenes that we see throughout the entire movie.
I only remember one scene with Kim Basinger, and that's when she has her back to us having sex in the trailer. A totally pointless scene, one of 3 sex scenes in this movie that do nothing for the plot at all.
I understand why you don't like this movie. I mean, one, there's no explosions. Arnold Schwarzenegger doesn't play a cameo, which I know is heartless for you right away.
What does that even mean?
And you don't like things that have a little bit of emotion to them. So, if you could just find it in yourself,
Emotion.
inside of Adam Olinger is what I'm asking.
Emotion. The range of motion in this movie, for Eminem especially, goes from Eminem being mad and Eminem with his hood popped, which means he's extra mad.
I agree. He does have a very, dark side to him, but I think that only builds to his entire rapping career. I mean, his albums are all very dark. There's some funny parts in there, but when he starts off, he needs to make it to the top, and he needs to get there, he's got a little chip on his shoulder, and I think that comes out, and I think he does a good job acting.
He's not
for it.
likable. He's not relatable. Nothing about this character speaks to me at all. It's just he's a pissed off white kid who didn't get hugged enough. Case closed. Why does he have a blue hat on the whole movie? What is going on with the hat? Does he think he's in Philadelphia and he's Tom Hanks? Like, what is going on?
It's in Detroit in the wintertime.
Take
You can
the
see
hat
them,
off.
They're in the shelter, they're in the, his machine shop, he's working, he's out in the lunch line, he's doing all that stuff.
He's
He needs
inside
that. It's cold
buildings.
outside. I
He's
wear
in
my
that-
hat in the wintertime. I think he would too. The highlights of this movie are definitely the musical scenes. You've got him rapping in the trailer. He's got him rapping the Sweet Home Alabama song, which I think was a great freestyle with Mekhi Phifer.
You live at home in a trailer. What the hell you gonna do?
Yeah! Cause I live at home in a trailer. Mom, I'm coming home to you.
Break it down.
Well, my name is Jimmy. His name's Greg Buell. Me, him, and you, we went to the same school. This ain't cool. I'm in a rage. He's tapping my mom. We're almost the same age. On the microphone, I drop bombs. Look at this car. Thanks a lot, Mom.
You've got him.
How is it freestyle? You mean pretending that it's freestyle?
What do you mean it's not freestyle? I don't
They
know
scripted it.
Well, of course they scripted it.
So
It's a
how is it
line.
freestyle?
But we don't really know if he actually scripted each line. He could have taken that 8 different takes and done
No,
8
we
different
know.
lines.
We know.
All I know is that, the end of the battle, all this leading up to it, it was great. You hear the beat throughout the, entire movie, and you see clips of him putting lyrics down. He's got his note paper in his pockets, and he's visioned. He's got this whole focus thing going, and
Yeah, he's focused. He does more sitting and thinking than he does actually rapping. The thinking's longer.
you hear this beat, you hear him rapping. You hear a lot of scenes where it's not even him rapping. You hear Exhibit makes a cameo and starts rapping. You see other people in that lunch line starting rapping. Prior to that, he goes to see his friends, and they're all, in a circle. They're rattling rap back and forth. You see a lot of different appearances here with some good talent.
Is this really what it's like over there? Like, people are in the lunchroom in the cafeteria just jumping out raps? Like,
Sometimes I get in the lunchroom and start rapping. Sometimes, we all get together and start rapping. Rapping, hip-hop, it's all good.
this is like a pissed off version of High School Musical.
All I can say is that I don't think you're the typical audience for this type of movie.
I don't even think Eminem's the target audience for this movie. Half the time he's just standing there looking confused. I wonder if he knows this movie's going to be terrible.
So it's obvious we have 2 different angles here, but the one that counts is yours.
And mine.
So leave us a comment below, or if you're watching this on YouTube, leave us a comment there. If we like it, we'll respond and give you a thumbs up. But until next time, this is Movie Feuds.
His palms are sweaty, knees weak, arms are heavy. There's vomit on his sweater already. Mom's spaghetti.
I don't know how long he was with her, Adam. All I know is that the whole movie kind of builds up to the point where he's going to do rap battles and he's not good enough to start with and he gets booed off stage. He's just another one of those poor white kids growing up in the... We'll respond, and if we think your comment's good, we'll take it and use it for next week's episode.
Why do you keep saying that? We've already filmed these. We filmed like 5 of these. How are we going to take their How are we going to take their comments?
I don't know. Oh, we should though. All right.
Why do you keep pushing me off of the camera?
So leave us a comment below on this video, and if we like... No, I'm not going to fucking say that, because you obviously don't like that idea.
We filmed 6 of them. How are we supposed to put them in now?
Why are we doing so many?